Hi Kiwi, we are back at Hades 1, and unfortunately my last episode only recorded the audio, so we are missing our sword run from the last episode that I promised. It was actually a pretty good run that did not require the sword at all. I got Zeus's cast and exit wounds, and that's about all I needed on the aspect of Poseidon. But unfortunately, we'll have to settle for me desperately scrambling to make a new episode instead. So what we're going to do today, we are going to take the Aphrodite keepsake. We are going to take the aspect of Haste-ia and fully upgrade it, and we are going to go fast, Kiwi. We are going to go as fast as possible because I am very tired. I just had a very full dinner, and I have to go to bed in like 30 minutes. So we're going to ramp up our heat, but in a manner that makes it so that we don't have any excessive increase in time for this run, which I think ultimately boils down to 2 levels of tight deadline, 3 levels of extreme measures, 1 maxing out convenience fee. Let's do this. Here we go. Aspect of Haste-ia, we're going to be bursting enemies left and right. I'm going to go for the Aphrodite attack and just get that stacked up with palms and rarity, hopefully. Aphrodite. And we'll see where it takes us.
A little birdie told me recently that you and Mega the Fury, why, you've grown quite close. Now do be careful around her. And try not to get attached there,
Fortunately, we've got the weakest possible attack, so now that begs the question, do I re-roll and hope for a higher rarity? I don't think I will. Could have taken the Shattered Shackle for the attack boost it gives, but I think we're fine. Then an Erebus Gate with Artemis. Artemis could be decent. Or we go Demeter. Let's go Artemis.
I'm authorized.
I don't actually know what I want from Artemis, but we don't get to do Erebus Gates too often, so I'll do this for shits and giggles, if nothing else.
You shall not escape.
I have to remember, I don't want to get hit through all this. Oh, I did it. Hi, Artemis.
Zagreus, it's me. I'm here to join the hunt with you again. Let's show them what we can do.
Alright, let us see what you give. Dash Strike doesn't really affect us. Special is whatever. None of these are terribly exciting, but then again, I don't know what I exactly wanted from Artemis other than, oh, I want crit chance. Let's re-roll and hope for pressure points. Perfect. 3% crit chance. Not amazing, not a whole lot of crit chance, but every little bit matters, and we'll go ahead and get our first Nectar, which means our first palm level on the attack, which should hopefully up our damage sizably. We're going to have to hope that we run into Eurydice or a god that wants to trade their attack boon for the lowest ranking Aphrodite and give us a better damage stat. But, oh, we got a level of pressure points, which I guess is 1% more crit chance. Equally good, I suppose.
Don't come back.
I realized that with the aspect of Haste-ia, while you want to reload your gun every shot, for enemies like the skulls here, they die in 2 hits, so it's honestly faster to just outright attack them. And cool, 1 palm level on this is a whole 20% damage. Getting our first hammer will hopefully give us something to really roll on. Similar to the numbskulls, these guys die in very few hits, so I don't often reload unless I'm waiting in between waves like I am currently. Or at least, maybe popping their armor it's worth doing, but not much else. Faster and more accurate. Special fires a spread of 5 bombs. Your attack seeks in these. I don't know. I think Cluster Bomb is objectively the best option here. Especially if it can combo with Rocket Bomb. That'll be pretty darn strong. I don't see anything here I want from the Wall of Charon, so we'll just take the Darkness Room and keep it trucking on. I have no concern about making the tight deadline with the aspect of Haste-ia. Overall, it does feel like one of my strongest weapons. Just because, I mean, look at this. We're one-shotting all the enemies on Tartarus. It makes the run pretty reliably. Oh, didn't see that guy over there. It pops the run off pretty quickly. Dionysus on Haste-ia is really bad. Unfortunate. Well, maybe we can toss him on the special. Not for anything other than the status privilege it might give us. No, I should be using this. Or completely missing with it. There we go. Like that's the strength of Haste-ia. It sure does burst things down.
Must be mates with just about everybody down there by now, yeah? Doling out nectars left and right, just livening the place right up.
I feel vaguely called out for having forgotten to give him a nectar before we started talking, because he's like one of the only gods we don't have that for yet. Festive Fog is worth considering. Special is really a waste. I'm not going to take a special. We'll take Trippy Shot here. And another potential palm on either pressure points or the attack. Preferably the attack, I think, here. We're gonna get some real juicy crits if we do manage to roll a crit on this weapon. In terms of hammers, probably the best option for us with this sort of build is, I think it's called, oh geez, what is it called? Ricochet fire, I think, where it makes our attack bounce. But if we can get our attack damage to above 100%, then we have more damage than we would have had with the Shattered Shackle, so I'll be pretty happy, all things considered. Could take the yarn and get an increased rarity boon. If we see a Hermes, that would be pretty nice, but we can't afford anything in the shop, and I think I'd rather save my coin. This is the mid shop. We're trying to go fast, so I'll go ahead and take the shop. Even though, again, there's nothing I can really afford. If we see a Charon, I might fight him. Nope. Nothing here I particularly want, so we'll just keep moving along. Some free HP is always welcome. I really should use my cluster bomb because they'll do a lot of damage if the enemies last long enough for them to land. And if I can get them close enough together. Ooh, did you see that crit? That was like 800 damage from a crit. That's pretty juicy. Dionysus, Artemis, Trial versus more Palm. I think we take more Palm on the attack, because realistically speaking, aside from crit chance, there isn't much that I want from Artemis here. Granted, I suppose since we have a chance to crit, we could get Hunter's Mark, which would be pretty good for us.
Who's next?
Shame we're not one-shotting these armored enemies, but man, Cluster Bomb is really strong. Did you see what it did to that wretch?
Good enough to eat.
All right, another 10% on the attack. We're almost at 100% damage, or 100% bonus damage. We'll take Sisyphus here gladly. Always a good chance to see our man and our boulder.
Well, hey, Your Highness, good old Baldy there had several things he wanted to tell you.
Oh, I'd love to hear what those are. Thank you, Baldy.
Thank you for listening to him. With all that said, I think I've got something for you right here.
Excellent, thank you, Sisyphus. We'll take the darkness, keep rolling with that.
Good
And
choice.
Baldy, what have you got to say? Awesome, have a nectar.
May you roll smoothly for eternity.
Agreed. Baldy, you're a good soul.
Fair enough.
Okay, 7% bonus gold, which isn't a whole lot, but it helps, it helps. Sadly, no chaos boons thus far. We could really use an attack on, or a chaos boon that enhances the attack. I don't think I mean, what would I want on my special?
I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
There you are.
Probably Artemis would be really good, or Aphrodite.
I gotta ask, how come you keep on showing up, Redblood? I thought you would have had enough beatings by now.
I guess Artemis would be fun if we crit on it.
Well, you know, I've come to enjoy these visits with you so much, Electo, that I've made it something of a regular routine. Form good habits and then stick to them, I say.
I respect that.
You call this a good habit, huh? Maybe for me it is. Well, come here all you like, and I will be here waiting every single time. About once every 3 times, anyway.
Again, it feels like we see Electo a lot more than the other 3, so I feel like it's more than that, but I'm not going to comment too much about this. Unfortunate, she dashed right through it, but watch this damage. Or not. It wasn't actually that impressive. Oh well. I don't have a lot of practice using Cluster Bomb, but that's fine. Oh, well, if you're going to stand still for us. Symphony, calm down. It looks like if you hold it long enough, it will kind of aim in front of you. So if I do this, that should burst her a fair bit. Yeah, look at that damage. Beautiful. All right, I think I can use that. Oh, my goodness. Goodbye, HP. I didn't even hit her with the attack there. That was all the special. And we don't even have a boon on the special yet. Imagine if we got Artemis and Rocket Bomb.
Titan
I
blood.
think you can get Rocket Bomb, which would make our DPS ridiculous. It would be funny if we went from the intended attack build to a completely off the rails, made the pun again, special
Let's see
attack.
here.
But I think I'm just going to go for the Palm Blossom here and stack as many levels on attack and pressure points as possible. And I'll probably just sell all the extra stuff that I don't need, like Trippy Shot here.
Ooh, that's cold.
Yeah, I think that's really all we want. Just get as much crit chance and as much damage on the attack as possible, and we'll just stick with that, and that's all we'll need. Hopefully we run into Eurydice and she can upgrade our rarity, or we run into Demeter and get her rare crop boon that'll increase rarity all the way to heroic, which would really bump our damage up pretty substantially. That's the thing about the aspect of Haste-ia. It's just so extraordinarily strong and needs so little to be that strong.
Through all that, away to the surface.
I do feel like it falls off a little bit against bosses just because half of its strength comes from the increased damage we get from the mirror against undamaged targets. That's why we can so reliably one-shot enemies in Tartarus especially, but even here it feels like we're two-shotting them, which is pretty amazing. That crit for 1200. Youch. Yeah, our damage is pretty good. Dionysus don't care about. Coin is whatever. HP is not really necessary with this sort of build. But we'll take the last round of a survivability, and then if we're given a similar choice, I'll probably choose Coin next time over that. Oh, that guy barely survived. Unlucky.
Multiple foes sighted.
Definitely not the fastest room with those numbskulls, but we'll take it. I'll go for the palm level here just because it's not as fast as the shop, but it's still more damage, which maybe that'll net us a faster room overall. Probably not, realistically speaking, but I'm fine with that either way.
Crushed.
In the meantime, what do I have to talk about today? Not much, honestly. I'm pretty exhausted from work, so my brain is a little bit fried.
Just what I wanted.
Alright, we are officially over the 101% damage that I was aiming for. Aphrodite. Do I want Aphrodite on the attack, or do I want Artemis on the special? I think we go Artemis. If we can get Hunter's Mark, any more chance to crit is always welcome, and we'll make our attacks just hurt that much more, so I think that sounds like more fun. I got stone right there. Unfortunate. Just look at our damage right now. We're shredding their HP bars. Feels good. That's one. I took the hit there so I could get Cluster Bomb off on him. Killed him on the rise, just barely in time. Nice. So, Alright, yeah. Your special is stronger with a 20% chance to crit and 58% more damage. Sounds like fun. Why not? Ooh, there she is, Eurydice, excellent. So we do have the chance, unfortunately, now that we got that special boon, of rolling her enhanced rarity on not the attack, which would be a little lame, but it almost feels like...
anyone special in your life, by the way, hon? You seem like you'd be good for somebody out here.
Got Than, I've got Dusa, I've got Meg. Granted, one of those is a platonic relationship rather than a romantic one, but they're all close, I'd say.
You know what? Yes, I do, Eurydice. Things have moved so fast for me lately, I barely stop to think about it, though. It helps not having to go through everything alone, just knowing I'll see them again soon.
Know what you mean. And hey, that's great. Long as you can still be yourself. I've known too many nymphs. Their whole lives revolved around somebody they loved. I bet whoever it is that loves you, it's because of who you are.
That's sweet. Alright, so we've got a 2/3 chance of getting this on the attack. Knowing this game, it's going to want us to go to... It feels like it wants us to go to the special, but let's see where this takes us.
Freshly made.
We got the attack and the special. Best possible scenario. Fantastic. We're at 126% increased attack damage and 77% increased special damage, with a chance to crit on that special, mind you. Sounds super spooky in terms of damage output. I do really kind of want to see what happens if we were to get lucky enough to find Rocket Bomb on a second hammer, though. That would just be insane DPS, I'm inclined to think. Well, we're already at the end of Asphodel. I don't think I risked the random boon because, again, oops, I ran into lava there. Again, we don't necessarily need it, and we're looking to just stack as many palm levels on the attack and special at this point as we can, plus or minus pure pressure points.
Neck holding up?
Quite well, it seems. What we're going to do is we're going to drop a cluster bomb, reload, and pew pew. And just like that, we are almost phased. I did not appreciate how strong cluster bomb is, though. Wowzers. Did I just say that? Did I just say wowzers, Kiwi? I definitely did. Would you all stop banging your chins on the ground? Quite annoying. That is quite some damage, though. Wow. Oh, okay, I'm having fun here. Yeah, forgive me if the commentary is a little bit lacking in terms of what I want to say. I've really been running the gamut in terms of, like, physical, mental, emotional exhaustion from work. And I am very much ready for my winter break, but I'm not quite there yet. Still got a little bit longer to go before that happens. But I am so close and I can taste it. I'm so excited for that thought. Not the thought of tasting whatever that tastes like, but just the freedom, the taste of freedom, Kiwi. I very much eagerly look forward to this. Looks like he dodges our shots if we time it improperly while he's bouncing his chin like that. Interesting to know.
And don't come back.
One fish, please.
Lurks in the river Phlegathon.
I don't know why, but the word phlegathon just makes me think of something I would say when I'm sneezing. Like, phlegathon. Or maybe that's what you say after someone sneezes. Achoo, phlegathon. I don't know. Oy, man, I'm exhausted. But like I said, I didn't necessarily intend to record today. In fact, I had, in theory, had enough recordings to get me through the rest of the work week. Unfortunately, like I said, as I went to edit the last Hades recording, which I guess I can talk about that run a little bit. Unfortunately, when I went to go and assess that and try to use it, it was a black screen with
Take me up.
game audio and commentary and no visuals. So what I will do, since I am trying to kind of record all of the story dialogue that I unlock as I play, since I clearly can't, I don't think I can upload that video.
Night in paradise.
What I'll do is I think I will maybe just do like little drawings overlying the dialogue. This will have to be something done after work is over, so it won't be a project for me for at least another week or two. All right, Hammer or Hermes. Both of these are fun. Ah, man, I don't know. I kind of want that Hammer first so that we could potentially get that rocket bomb. But Hermes would be really... Would Hermes be really good here? I guess there's nothing bad from Hermes, but there's nothing I outright want. Whereas a good Hammer could be really funny, so I think I'm going that route, Kiwi. Let's see what happens here. I'm impressed. That guy dodged every single rocket, every single bomb there. All right, this time I know where they... If I can see where they're... I can't see where they're spawning. Okay. Well, I was gonna try and shoot him where he spawned, but oh well. Okay, I got this one. I missed. Oops. Well, they dashed into it. It's fine.
Gone.
A slow room, but let's see. Do we get it? We did not get it, unfortunately. Although targeting system is decent because it makes us deal 30% more damage to the enemy. Alternatively, Ricochet Fire is objectively the best option here, I think. But targeting system's more fun. I'm going with it. Oh well.
Feels lighter than before.
We'll take another palm and stack it on the attack. We're gonna get diminishing returns at this point because we have so many levels on the attack, but it's still fun. I guess we could put it on the special, honestly. Not a bad option. Chariots are still one of my least favorite enemies, but at least they're manageable when you have this much range and you're critting for 1,352 damage. Okay. Pressure points is rare. It rarely occurs. But when it occurs, it hurts. I kind of almost want to maybe trade out pressure or the Aphrodite attack for the Athena or the Artemis equivalent. All right. 5% crit chance or 93 special damage or 5 more damage on the attack. Really feeling those diminishing returns at this point. Honestly, maybe 1% more crit? Nah, let's take the special. It's more fun that way.
Champions of Elysium, now prove yourselves.
Drop some bombs here. Of course, it's all archer, so they're just gonna go bailing out immediately. Appreciate those enemies just running into the traps. Makes my job a lot easier.
One's rearming.
There we go. Give us some good old gems.
Who's going to clean all this up?
Probably Dusa, honestly.
Earning my keep.
Coin or shop? Let's go for the shop just to speed things along. This probably won't be my fastest run, but it is a fast enough run. Poseidon, again, doesn't seem that exciting. We'll take the palm level, which gave us another attack level. And we'll take, well, that's probably a mini boss, but what do I want from Poseidon? I guess Splash Dash isn't bad. All right, and the mini boss will inevitably be faster, so especially if they give us this one. Observe.
Big soul catcher again.
Take a look at that damage. And pop goes the soul catcher. Just trying to kill these things before they spawn. That should finish it. Here we go. Ooh, just barely stopped that from respawning in time.
I'll keep my soul.
Oh, nephew, you've stood against the bull of Minos, have you? Well, I must apologize for any inconvenience there, because he was a living testament to my revenge. Long story, boring really, rather sordid too. Stay strong.
Poseidon isn't a fan of his lore, I guess. So yeah, we'll take Splash Dash, or Tidal Dash rather. And then we'll go for the Hermes here. Perfect. So Tidal Dash may not have the most damage, but it's a pretty solid option, and it'll push enemies away if they get too close to me when I'm trying to evade them. So all in all, a good option for us defensively. Maybe not using it outright for offense, but I think we can make good use of it. Try and take out that shielder as soon as he spawns so I don't have to deal with him in any meaningful capacity. Ooh, those quadruple digit crits do feel something mighty. Again, try and take out shielders as quick as possible because I hate dealing with them. Although chariots aren't much better, admittedly. I pushed him into the arrow there, that was pretty funny. Rest in peace, Revenant.
Your boss, and I think you know what's inside. Well, maybe not exactly, but just pick something, will you?
Alright, what have we got today? Dodge chance, attack speed. Attack speed doesn't really matter for us because we're reloading between every attack. And quick recovery, we really aren't taking damage, so I guess I'll just take greater evasion. I could have rerolled and maybe gotten something else, but that's fine. Nothing I want from the well, so on to the next room. Ooh, Patroclus on the attack. Sure, why not? Hey, Patty.
I thought you were invincible. I knew of no one, nothing stronger, other than the love we shared. Was I deceived in thinking this of you, of us?
He's so mournful. I can't wait to see what his little monologues will be once he's reunited with Achilles.
Stranger?
Oh, I guess we're not getting any commentary today. Cyclops jerky, please. All right, we've got a 60% attack boost. Aphrodite and Dionysus trial will take too long and is too risky and doesn't offer enough for it to be worth it. Let's look at that. We got a fountain chamber. Trials can't be fountain chamber, so that was well worth it. We'll take the second Hermes boon here instead of the coin. We're definitely a little bit short on coin for potentially affording a meta progression item in Styx, but we can probably save it up quickly if we get to Styx and take the coin room. It doesn't matter particularly which path I take unless there's something really fun looking, I would say. The real question is if I keep the Palm Blossom for one more floor or not. You know, in hindsight, I guess I could have taken 3 levels of tight deadline. I didn't want to have to feel pressured because I wasn't exactly planning on running, and I'm a little too tired to really want to run anything too crazy. But I figured I'd be super cash. Super cash. A turn of phrase that I heard coined by Yahtzee on 0 punctuation and have never forgotten since. Hermes, 20%. Swift Flourish. So does this actually affect the speed at which our special drops or not? I don't really know. It might, but I think I'll just take Greater Haste for the movement speed. And then I don't want to spend money, so we'll go ahead and take the Palm here. Like I said, if I can, I'd like to save my money for Styx.
Delicious.
And let's see. 1% crit chance or 5% attack damage. The attack damage is still probably what matters the most here. We'll take that and head into the heroes. We're making pretty solid time, all things considered. Oh my goodness, Theseus, calm down.
Waste not more words with this one, King. Let's fight.
Agreed. Here, have some bombs. Ooh, I think I'm gonna hit Theseus with that. Ooh, nice. That was some big meaty damage on Theseus. Honestly, I might kill Theseus first because I can kite Asterius into him. All right, dropping the special right there first. I guess I should be tossing my cast gem into them for the extra damage it gives. Oh, I don't know how that didn't hit me. Asterius was like gunning for me there. Funny enough, I'm gunning for him too, I guess. Haha. I don't really know what's happening. I think Theseus got stuck on me there. Oh, hello. Fortunately, Theseus is kind of being covered by Asterius, which doesn't help. Oh, he phased him somehow. Nice. And Theseus has got his back against the wall, and I cannot hit him here, which is unfortunate. Oh, I got death-defied. Okay. That's fine. I'm playing super melee against enemies that have no reason to be fought melee with a ranged weapon like this.
I am not finished yet.
I need to... Maybe I should have changed my strategy here after all. Taking a little bit more damage than I would like, and I'm getting hit by a lot of projectiles that could have been dodged otherwise. Oh, it's Darius, please.
Nice.
Alright, we're gonna focus down. Okay, Theseus is like one hit from death. The bull is a little bit less so. Not appreciating how often I'm getting hit, but we did it. That was a very messy hero, I'm not gonna lie. I think I was a little too greedy with using my special and it cost me. I'm obsessed with going as fast as possible, but it shouldn't be at the cost of playing safely. Nonetheless, though, we have plenty of HP.
A disappointing show from Theseus.
Now the question is, do I stick with the Palm Blossom onto Styx, or do I take the... I don't need the Lucky Tooth. If I lose a Death Defiance, then I'll just play a little bit safer. Greater Evasion can't get sacks from Palm Blossom, so I'll just hold on to that. The 50% more damage to armor sounds kind of nice, but when you look at it costing over 100 coin, it's a lot less appealing.
Cut through Elysium.
I think I'll save that for later, and we'll just move on to Styx. We've got 4 minutes. If we can clear Styx in under 4 minutes, we have a new record here, which would be great, because I really did want this to be as quick as possible for the sake of my sleep schedule. I said I had to go to bed in half an hour, and I did mean that. So if we have a sub 30-minute run, that would be lovely. None of those gods super appeal to me. If I can't afford the diamond by the end of Styx, I'll go ahead and buy those palms or that Hermes boon. What do we want here? I guess I could take the coin, but I think I should do that on the second attempt. So let's take the palm here for the levels it can give and the potential damage up. It feels like our DPS is overall quite scary if used correctly. It's a little bit hard to reliably do this and not take unnecessary hits, because I do have to hold still for a brief moment while aiming the attack. This is fine before we have, since we don't have forced overtime on. It would also be very helpful if I didn't accidentally push the enemies out of the range of my special with the title dash. I do have to be careful about that as well. Alright, so for this, we're just going to toss our special as we please, and then just spam attack. Because these rats, they take 1 damage and they die no matter what. Alright, nothing too spooky around these parts. Just burst down the rats. I promise I am trying to condense my shots. I'm just also pushing them away with title dash, unfortunately. Oh, just tiny rats, darn it. Some satyrs will spawn now, I'm sure. There they are. Just toss right on top of them. Snake Stone's a bit of a problem. Take it out. I accidentally hit it without the empowered shot, so I don't get the damage boost. I appreciate that we're doing 556 damage when we're hitting them for the first time, and 400, almost 500 damage without that too. Pressure points, 1% more crit chance, sure. I would love to do a build where I just stack as much crit chance as possible, and that's like the entire gimmick of our build. I think I could take the HP, but I think I'll take the coin shop here. Worst case scenario, we fight a boss, which speeds along a 3-room Styx, or another room of Styx. Best case scenario, we get the Satyr Sack and don't even have to fight a boss. But just shooting, dashing and shooting, that's basically all we're gonna do. Do I waste my gold on a Death Defiance? I feel like that's unnecessary. The Cyclops Jerky, though, I think we will get enough gold from this chamber, or this set of chambers, to be able to afford this plus the diamond. So I will take Cyclops Jerky for the sake of all the damage it potentially gives.
Can't do that.
That extra % damage on the attack will be pretty juicy. Fortunately, we did not get a 2-room Styx, but that's fine because we're gonna kill this guy very quickly. And everything he summons in this room is just more fodder for the death.
Poisoned.
There's the poison here. I don't know if that attack boost that Cyclops Jerky will last till Hades now. I heard a fish. This is probably going to cost us the speed run, unfortunately. We needed that 2-room Styx to have a new speed record, but we're going to be pretty close to our old record. I mean, our old record, I think, was 1630 about.
Right there.
So, may not be perfect, but it'll be darn well a darn well solid run. We'll take another mini boss because it's probably the fastest way to clear this. Again, mini boss rooms tend to be faster than solo or trash mob rooms. I don't know if I should call them trash mobs. They're definitely a bit scarier than trash in most instances, but there is always the possibility of 4 or 5 room sticks, which would be really spiteful despite me wanting this to go as fast as possible, but it is what it is, Kiwi. It is what it is.
Next.
What have we got in the Well of Charon? I don't have any reason not to reroll here, I guess. Death Defiance is cool and all, but I don't really need it. Let's see if we get another attack up. We do not, and I'm not going to waste any more than that. I guess I could have bought those gems since we'll still have the coin for it, but okay.
Storage chamber. Okay, I'm good.
So let's grab that diamond. There's no way I'm killing Hades in 1 minute, but this will probably be...
Has the prince again persuaded fearsome Cerberus to get out of his way?
One of our faster runs, and again, if I get down to my last Death Defiance and we've made it past the 630 mark, I'll just switch into a safer playstyle, which is very easy to maintain with the aspect of Haste-ia. I guess I should call it the aspect of Haste-ia for this episode, because I am trying to go as quick as possible. I'm sorry for the pun.
You're looking very stately there, father.
I shall give you no quarter, boy. Although I doubt that you expected otherwise.
Can I have a dime instead? I don't know how much the gumball machine costs, but it's probably a quarter. But if I have 2 dimes and a nickel, that'll work just as well. Well, I messed up. I hit him with Tidal Dash before I hit him with Haste-ia, so I didn't get the enhanced damage. Oh well. I seem to be failing my reload. There we go. Okay, I'm doing it correctly now.
Yeah, boy.
Why don't you tell your loyal subjects to stay out of this?
I'm not even going to notice his loyal subjects. I'm just going to focus on DPSing him. Now I'm going to be worried because this can hurt a fair bit. We'll just focus on... Oh, I got clipped and there's that 80 damage that I was afraid of. Oh well. Phase 1 is always the scariest part of the Hades battle for me. I feel like, honestly, it's the part I have the most trouble with, and I'm most prone to taking damage during. Not a fan of this. Whoa! Just barely dodged that. Well, there's our time limit. It's fine, though. It's all in all a very strong build. Dad, stop wasting our time. Come on, reveal yourself. Why did I... I'm lucky that didn't count as a hit. It looked like it had every right to hit me there. Alright, do I tank the shockwave for the sake of getting a clean special on him? I don't think I do. Because I can do this just as easily.
Let's go.
A little thing about the animation of Zagreus when he casts his cast, actually, that I've noticed is he does like a little backflip in the air. It's really cute. I like the little animation. It adds a little flair to the presentation. I dashed into that, or I walked right into that, but it's fine.
Death is inescapable.
Let's just go ahead and... Whoa! Too many shockwaves. Definitely getting better at using Cluster Bomb effectively. And if he's going to make this easy for us. No, don't dash away. Oh, well, he almost dashed back into it. And one more crit for the win. Pew pew. Alright. So not our fastest run, but our second fastest run of all time, because...
What shall it take for you to...
Probably 40 plus heat, honestly, at this point. Or a really bad sword run. I definitely don't trust myself with the sword. But...
Such strength.
Our previous fastest run was 1730, so... And we're not beating that Eris aspect run just yet, but we got pretty close. I'd say this is a pretty good picture of what we had. Haste-ia, Deadly Flourish, Heartbreak Strike. Yeah, that's a nice picture. I'll take that. And let's see. Yeah, our next fastest run was on the Twin Fists when we had Merciful End at 1749. So while it's not our fastest run, it's our second fastest run. Not bad at all. And 25 win streak. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lament the loss of that episode that should have been uploaded before this. What I'll probably do is when I have some free time, I'll just I'm going to try my hand at maybe not animation, but a very poorly drawn representation of what the story progression was, and I'll just include the dialogue from those scenes. So look forward to that, but don't look forward to it until after November.
The master of this realm, Lord Hades, states that death is inescapable. There is considerable credence to his claim.
Oh no!
But I think yet another example of how I feel that both the aspect of Haste-ia and the aspect of Eris are two of the strongest weapons in the game if you learn how to play them well. And I wasn't even running Haste-ia.
Everybody, hold your applause.
I wasn't running Haste-ia traditionally. I played it a lot riskier with point-blank rack cluster bombs.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you come in. Welcome back.
And that just gives proof to the pudding of how strong it is with minimal assistance.
How is he anyway, if you've encountered him of late during your journeys, lad? The fallen warrior you've run into in Elysium, that is.
He's doing relatively well, I think. There's a lot you've told me that he didn't know. About what led up to his present circumstances and your own.
You told him then? Without requesting my consent to tell him first? What exactly did you say to him?
Achilles, I'm sorry. I just told him about your ashes being intermingled, that whole thing. And about the pact. You told me once to send him your love and regards. This brought him no joy, only questions. You told me not to speak to father, not to him.
You're right, I should have specified. Or shouldn't have. Because what you said probably is for the best. I didn't mean to lose my temper with you, lad, it's just... Look, thank you for looking out for him. For both of us. Just please be careful.
I swear I will.
More progress. We're still not quite there, but sooner or later we will have our Achilles and Patroclus reunion. It's a really long subplot in this game, I have to say.
Those shades are always milling about.
What was all that splashing? Did you hear that? Cause of death, rockfall.
He's done it, Cerberus.
I think the house is well enough in order as of late.
Good.
The triple-headed monster, Cerberus, is dutifully sitting there as ever.
And while he's doing his duty, I too shall do my duty
feel better talking to you, boy.
of petting the leftmost head. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy.
Be certain to give your regards to your mother as well.
I already did. I gave it to her first, although I probably should have given it to Cerberus first because he's the best boy.
Good chat, father.
Alright, Orpheus is out.
For the head chef. House contractor, you did it.
Good job, house contractor. You don't get to go up on that poster board very often, so you earned it today.
Gotta say, I like what you and Dusa did with this place.
Too. It's quite fancy. Alright, Wretched Broker, do you have any darkness? You have a diamond for us. Not worth a Titan Blood in my book. I like having my Titan Bloods for upgrading weapons.
Out? Trade you these horrid things.
Turn in a Gup and a Slavog for a whole bunch of gems and 1 key. Okay.
Fair enough.
Really could use Titan Blood or Nectar, or most importantly, I think at this point,
someplace else.
The thing I want most of all right now is just darkness. We need, I think, about 1,200 more, and then we can hopefully reunite Nyx with her parent.
Skelemius.
Skelemius.
What's the matter? You gone soft or something, pal?
Alright, well, conveniently enough for us, the game wants us to run the sword, so I am going to try and recreate that episode that we lost. We're going to run the aspect of Poseidon with the Zeus keepsake. We're going to take Zeus's cast, combo it with our exit wounds from Artemis. And while I probably won't get an epic Zeus cast and an epic exit wounds, which really just was all I needed to carry the run, we'll see what we can get. With all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one for some more Hades. Until then.
Not ready yet or something?
Not ready yet, Skelly. But soon. Maybe in a couple days. Bye!